Let us now install Jenkins. Here to install Jenkins, I am using an instance on GCP, Google Cloud. How to create an instance on GCP, I have shown you in the earlier sessions. So now let us start an instance on GCP, and this instance name is demo and it is CentOS instance. Now let's log into this. This is a CentOS instance on GCP. Now let us install Jenkins. Jenkins is a Java-based application which runs by default on port 8080. So first, Java is a prerequisite to run Jenkins. First, JRE should be installed or Java should be installed to run Jenkins. So let's see if we have Java. We don't have Java running on this machine. So first, let us install Java. We can install any version of Java. I'm installing Java 8. Let us install this Java. Confirm it by giving Y, yes. Now that Java is installed, let us set default Java and let's set Java home variable, alternatives, config, Java. You can see the Java path where it was installed and the default Java. You can set the enter to keep the current selection. If you want to keep this as a default Java, you can just give the number 1 so that it would be set as a default Java and have this path. Now let us set Java. Go to the, let's set Java home variable in the HC profile. Go to HC profile and here let's create a Java home variable so that any application which needs Java can use Java from this path. So making Java global, export Java home. So any application which needs Java will use Java from this location. So set the Java path and also let us export the path variable. Java home bin path. So done. Java home variable is set. Java path variable is also set. Now let us save this file and make sure these changes would be taken into effect. Now let us check the Java home variable, echo Java home. So yes, Java home variable is set. Now let us install Jenkins. The prerequisite for Jenkins is installed, which is Java. Now let us install Jenkins. To install Jenkins, go to the Jenkins official website, jenkins.io. Here we can see documentation and download. Go for download. And here if you scroll down, we can see the long-term release LTS, and below that you can see different versions of where you can install Jenkins. So choose the environment where you are installing. I am installing on CentOS, so go for it. If you are installing on Ubuntu or Debian machines, go here, or Windows. So click the appropriate one. Here I am doing the installation on CentOS. So let's go for this. Now you can see these three commands we should execute. First command is to download the Jenkins repository file. So let us execute this command on the server. It needs wget to be installed. So first let us install wget package. Confirm by giving yes. Now let us download this repository file. So once this is done, let's go to the next command. Setting a Jenkins IO key. So let's run this. And now let us simply install Jenkins. So that Jenkins would be installed and it would be running on the default port 8080. Confirm. Now let us start Jenkins. Systemctl start Jenkins will start Jenkins server on port 8080. So Jenkins is started. You can check the status by systemctl status Jenkins. You can see it says active and running. Now let's check that on the browser. Get the IP address of the server, use the external IP. I am giving the external IP here from my local machine. :8080, we should see Jenkins. You can see Jenkins launch, but it is locked. For the first time when you are launching Jenkins, it would be locked. You need to unlock it. And the unlock password would be present here on the server where you install Jenkins. So get the unlock password from here. It is present in this location. Var lib Jenkins secrets and the initial password. So get the password from here. Now give the password on the browser and the administrator password field and hit continue. So again, this is the first time when you are launching your Jenkins, it will ask you to install plugins. Like we learned, Jenkins is a plugin based tool. Majority of the tasks would be done through plugins. Plugins will enhance and extend the functionality of Jenkins. So we can install some suggested plugins here, meaning more widely used plugins, more famous plugins, or else you can choose your plugins here. So let us go with the suggested plugin. So this is where you will install plugins. Post installation also, like after installing Jenkins and after login also, we can install some plugins. That also we'll do once we start creating our jobs. So now let us go with the suggested plugins. So the default plugins, like more widely used plugins, will be installed now. You can see here some of the plugins like SVN, LDAP, Git, Pipeline and so on. So many plugins which help you to integrate with the respective tools or packages are getting installed. It may take a minute or two. Plugins are installed. If any particular plugin needs any respective dependencies, even those dependent plugins were installed. So everything will be set. So it's almost done. So for the first time again it will ask you to create some admin user. Let me create some user by name admin. You can give any name to this user. I am giving password also admin. Confirm password admin. Full name, give some name, let's say admin, and email ID admin@gmail.com. So I have given some credentials. Save and continue. Again save and finish. So it says Jenkins is ready. Start using Jenkins. Click on start using Jenkins. So you can see this is the dashboard of your Jenkins and the welcome page of your Jenkins. Now we can create the jobs and create the delivery pipeline in Jenkins.